Crypto King is not a financial advisor.
Welcome, family, and thank you for tuning in to Learn Crypto TV. So on today's episode, I want to talk to you about the ISO 222 compliant crypto list, and we're going to break down what impact has ISO 222 has around the world. The banks, they are under competitive strain to migrate to this particular standard, and we'll see what the global central banks and market infrastructures have established in a markets practice task group. So let's dive right into the information. ISO 222 protocol is a standard for electronic data interchange between financial services in the payment industry. It has based on the DLT or distributive ledger technology and uses the ISO 222 as the messaging mechanism.
Crypto TV family, what's happening? So the Crypto King is back at it again, so we out here on Beach Boca Grande out here, Playa Hollywood, that's what it's called. And I'm up here in a condo, a nice looking condo, and I'm hanging with my frat brother today. So we getting ready to go have some lunch, and we're gonna talk and chop it up, get y'all a chance to meet him, see what he knows about cryptocurrency, and and then I'm gonna do a little condo review. This here is a nice laid out pad, and I really want you guys to see it, because if you come here, depending on your level of how much fun you want to have and what type of money you want to spend, you definitely should consider this location for sure. You know what I mean? I really like this location. You can hear the wind, you can see the wind blowing, and the breeze is nice. You know what I'm saying? It's set up for basically party time and having fun. But with that being said, man, we gonna get down here on the street. We gonna go have us some lunch, and then I'm gonna introduce you to this building where we located and show you, what you can have if you came down here and splurged on yourself a little bit, man. Again, like I always like to tell y'all, man, get outside that box you living in. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things you can do in life, and you can definitely make sure that you have a lot of fun and enjoy yourself, and then enjoy some of the luxuries that comes along with having fun in your life. You know what I mean? So with that being said, family, hopefully you enjoy the program. Like always, hopefully you learn something, because I definitely like to teach y'all something. And what y'all think about the crypto markets right now? This past week has been in the green, but I know by the time y'all see this, I don't know where the markets will be at. But are you investing? Are you dollar cost averaging into any of the projects like we talked about on previous programs? What is dollar cost averaging? Just to remind you, you set a little bit of money or whatever you can afford to the side, $20, $50, $100, for whatever crypto project or projects that you like or want to invest in, and you do that on a weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly basis in order to be able to get to the point of where you want. Right now, cryptos that you should be looking at, like you saw on one of the previous programs, these cryptos are ISO 222 compliant. What is that? That means that the banks is part of the banking system. Projects XLM or Stellar, XDC, and XRP, as well as IOTA, Quant, and a couple other ones. You know what I mean? So those projects you want to look at, because they are ISO 222 compliant, and I think that they're going to have a big thing to do, or have a big role to play in how cryptocurrency is going to be used in the future. CBDCs are coming around as well, and and I think these cryptos are going to have a a lot to do with that as well. You know, what is a CBDC? That's a central bank digital currency. All of the countries are looking into or developing that for their particular country, like the digital yuan, digital yen, digital dollar, digital peso, and so forth. You know, so you want to look at those particular cryptos, man, and maybe you can dollar cost average in them. I always tell you about Bitcoin, Ethereum, VeChain, Polygon, you know, and others that you can invest in, but you definitely want to look into those cryptos as well. But anyway, I know I'm rambling on. I know y'all ready to get to the program, you know, so we're going to meet my frat brother, and then from there, we're going to introduce you or show you the apartment or the condo that we've been kicking it at, you know, and hopefully, like I said, you enjoy and you learn something. All right, we'll see y'all on the next clip.
ISO 20022 is a more advanced format based on the XML protocol and the Abstract Syntax Notation 1 or ASN 1 specification for bank communication, which meets this ISO 222 standard for financial messaging. It is better reflected today in the financial activities and transactions locally, regionally, and globally. Banks worldwide have already committed to this worldwide regulatory framework, which backs SWIFT and the Federal Reserve. As we move towards the new quantum financial system, any third party that wants to interact with banks must be able to use the ISO 222 format. With the financial sector on the same page worldwide, there's no question that ISO 222 will be a significant catalyst for investors. So how exactly is this messaging protocol changing in 2022? Well, banks and financial institutions worldwide are entering a new era as they gear up to switch their payment systems from using SWIFT messages to ISO 222 as a much more structured and data-rich financial messaging standard. In 2025, ISO will be the global standard for high or large value payment systems in all reserve currencies, and it will handle 80% of transactions and 87% of transactions value globally. The European Central Bank and SWIFT has announced the ISO 222 go live dates for the standard.
So I'm finna go over here and sit down, you know what I'm saying, with my frat brother. We finna get ready to have some lunch and stuff. I show y'all the menu. Well, I just showed you the menu a little bit. And from there, you know what I mean, like I said, we'll go back and I'll show you the building. I'll show you how tall the building is because it was up on the 27th floor from where we at. But this little eatery right here is like literally around the corner from there. And then from there, you know what I mean, you know, you'll learn something about some Bitcoin, cryptocurrency from his perspective. And yeah, man, you know what I mean? Hopefully you've been learning something over those voiceovers. Are you? Remember, man, hit the like button for me one time. You know what I mean? Leave your comments or your questions down in the comment and description area down there. And yeah, man, if you got a solid question, then I can get back to you ASAP. Or if you just want to leave a comment, you know, saying show me something else in Cartagena. This area, like I said earlier, was Boca Grande. That's where we at. So, you know, and Laguito is down the way a little bit. This face track is on my camera, so you know what I mean? But anyway, it's literally right there on the corner. That's where they got caught up out here, the Secret Service, with the Obama detail team, security detail team down here, man. But, yo, it's a nice spot, man. You know what I mean? Check these plates out right here.
What impact will ISO 222 have around the world? It is anticipated that the worldwide acceptance of similar financial messaging will significantly influence financial institutions, companies, and any organization with a stake in the finance and large value payment sector.
Well, all right, fam. We decided to leave that spot right there. But anyway, that's a wing spot that y'all don't know about, that y'all can learn about if you ever come down here in Boca Grande and Cartagena. You know, and you could try their food. Reason why we left is because it wasn't no more seats and no more space, and then the food would have took about 20 minutes to come out. And I got to work a little bit this afternoon, so I didn't want to sit. We didn't want to sit there and be waiting on no food and stuff like that, especially with nowhere to eat. So now we going over here to the next block right here to the Vibe Gastro Bar. Now, this is a black-owned business, and I actually know Lloyd, you know what I mean, who actually owned this spot over here. So we gonna go over here and kick it in here and see what's going on, if it's even open, and go from there. But you can come here and you can check out your sports. You can come here and get you some cheap drinks or food or whatever the case may be, and then, you know, enjoy yourself over here. But this is the Vibe Gastro Bar.
Over 70 countries have adopted the ISO 222 standard in their payment systems, including Switzerland, China, India, and Japan. And with over 200 payment types in scope, it will harmonize formats and data components from different payment methods that could not previously work together. This standard is now being used by over 70 countries, including Switzerland, China, India, and Japan, in their payment systems today. With over 200 payment types, it will combine these formats and data components from numerous payment techniques that could not previously communicate with one another due to differences in standards. The ISO standard will apply to domestic, ACH, real-time, and high-value cross-border payments. What must banks do to stay ahead of the competition? Swift's technological shift from MT to ISO 222 will be able to be completed. Banks will need to upgrade their messaging interfaces and test them before November 2022, which is this month, to ensure that they are compatible with the new payment communication standard. Banks are under competitive strain to migrate to the ISO 222 standard, as well as overall migration of the payment industry towards immediate payments, making their existing goods and services vulnerable. Because ISO 222 is a more modernized and versatile standard than the conventional legacy formats, it requires significantly greater data value processing.
Shit, man, I know you Cowgirls fans are loving that right now, that score against the Bears. What is it, 42-23? By the time y'all see this, it's probably going to be in like week 9 or something, you know what I'm saying? Week 8 or something. I don't know what week it is, hell. Because when you living in a place like this, you know what I mean? Shit, time is nothing.
As a result, bank systems and databases will need to be capable of handling these larger volumes at a quicker speed for real-time payments.
Okay, family, so as you see, we out here at the Vibes Bar, me and my partner, but you know what I'm saying, there's some beautiful, beautiful ladies here that I want to introduce. They're going to introduce themselves to you, maybe to give you a reason to come here and talk to them and check them out, you know what I mean? But anyhow, you know what I'm saying, it's some good lookers, so I'm going to turn the camera around on these ladies so they can introduce themselves and welcome you to Vibes Bar. Okay, ¿cómo se llama? Kelis. Okay, ¿y tú? Luz Ariana. Okay, Luz Ariana, Kelis. Bienvenidos, mi gente, Vibes Bar.
Bienvenidos, welcome to Vibes.
Welcome to Vibes. Y,
Lo esperamos muy pronto aquí.
okay, ¿por qué razón la gente necesita visitar aquí?
Porque es un lugar donde se encuentra un ambiente chévere, vas a disfrutarlo y lo vas a pasar genial.
Okay, y bonitas mujeres. Okay, sí, gracias, amor. Okay, familia, it's me frat brother John Brazil from the chapter, Mississippi Valley State chapter in Mississippi 2020. For the bros who are watching this program, you got to come to Cartagena and come find the Crypto King, just as my frat brother right here did, man. Good brother. Why don't you introduce yourself to the people?
What's going on, everybody? I'm John Brazil, Deuce Dog 20, Beta Row, Mississippi Valley State University. Root to the Q's.
Root to the Q's, man. I know this video right here probably gonna get a copyright strike just simply because of the music playing in the background, but hey, forget it, who cares, you know what I'm saying? We over here chilling, man. So, man, what brings you to Cartagena?
Yo, man, I'm here. I you know, like I said, you and I connected in the QQ group on Facebook. So, you know, I travel a lot. I'm always in Colombia, Medellin, Cartagena, Bogota. So I was like, you know what? Let me check out my frat brother. So since I'm gonna be down there anyway, you know, and it just worked out that you and I are in the same city. We planned it out so we can link up. So now we're here. Now me and Los, we kicking it, enjoying Cartagena. You know, just enjoying the sights and the food and just, you know, the vibe here. So right now everything is cool, man. We having a good time.
Straight like that, man. So you know what I mean? Just like brother said, You know what I mean? He came and sought me out, man, for you bros, you know, that's back in the United States who have a passport and you want to come experiencing something different from what you used to back in the United States, man. It's a nice little cool vibe. We out here on a Sunday afternoon, man. You see how beautiful it was outside, man, and we just walking around, like you said, feeling the vibes and chilling. Well, John, you know that this channel is about crypto, so I got a couple questions I got to ask you about that, man. So what exactly do you know about cryptocurrency or Bitcoin?
So I do a little bit of, I dive a little bit into crypto, not much. I'm not gonna act like I'm an expert because I'm not. I purchased some Bitcoin, you know, a while back, so I sit on it. You know, I use with Coinbase. I buy my crypto from time to time, you know, when we get experience the dips. So I do have Bitcoin. I'm actually looking at, there's another, what is it, XRP, Ripple. I'm actually looking into that. I know they got a pending case with the federal government right now, but it's my understanding based on my research that once it's able to be bought and sold again, that one is going to take off. So I'm definitely looking at XRP, Ripple. But yeah, right now just Bitcoin. I don't have Ethereum or anything else yet, but I'm actually just waiting on XRP.
So basically, you in the game with one crypto, but at least you in the game. You know what I mean? And you got to be in the game to win, right? Hey, we at a sports bar. You know what I'm saying? And these guys playing sports in the game. You know what I mean? Y'all who play that Madden on them sticks. That's what it started off with on EA Sports, right? In the game, no doubt. I'm gonna give you some uplift because I heard you say XRP. So XRP, I actually was talking about this earlier on the program. XRP is one of those ISO 222 compliant cryptos that is for the banking system, because you know the banking system's antiquated, and you know what I mean. You have certain cryptos that's going to play a large role in bringing that new system forward. XRP being one of them, XLM or Stellar is another one, and XDC. So you also want to take a look at those cryptos as well. And an exchange that you can get those cryptos on is going to be KuCoin. You can find that information down in the description box. You know what I'm saying, to be able to help you out. And of course, you're my frat brother, so if you really want to know more, you can just hit me up on the side and we can get it popping like that. But outside of that, you know what I'm saying, how long have you been invested in Bitcoin?
I've been investing in Bitcoin for about 4 years now. Yeah. So,
Okay.
I've experienced some highs, some lows. I have made some money with Bitcoin. I'm not a millionaire or even close to it, but at some point I'm going to get more involved heavily in investing in crypto so that I can catch that next
wave. That bull run.
Yeah. So I think they said a crypto winter is coming. Los knows more about that than me, but they say after that I just think things are going to take off. So.
Definitely. Yes, crypto winter is here. And you're talking about the next bull run cycle, probably, in my opinion, is going to be late 2023, 2024 is when we'll see that. So we in the accumulation phase right now. You know what I mean? So before anybody decides to invest, what are some things, you know, you can briefly tell, you know, based off of your knowledge, what are some things that someone should do to be able to follow the same path that you have to be able to get invested in the crypto?
So the first thing I did is I like to read a lot of magazines. So I read, Barron's. I take a look at Barron's. They talk about crypto. Kiplinger, they also talk about crypto. So for me, and then of course I'd say Yahoo Finance. I look at Yahoo Finance. I read it a lot. I also watch a lot of CNBC as well. So I like to research a lot of information, do a lot of research so that I can understand it more, and then that helps drive my decisions when it comes to crypto investment.
Nice. So you also mentioned a few things that I like to talk about on my channel. DYOR, family. Y'all know what that acronym. You've been watching me for a while. DYOR. Do your own research. So, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna keep questioning the bro right here because we in this bar. It's loud. They over there making drinks and all that. And I don't want it to be too difficult the way you guys can't hear. But anyway, you know what I mean? We waiting on our food. We gonna get to it. And then, like I said, we gonna show y'all the little spot of the pad when we get back over there. You know what I'm saying? Where it's been chilling at right now. Y'all definitely want to come down there and take a look at that, man, for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's something that, you know, if you want to splurge, he got the contact information. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure I leave it down there in the description area so that you can reach out if you so choose to do that. But anyhow, you know what I'm saying? Anything else you want to say to the family?
You know what? Y'all got to come, especially for the bros, y'all got to come check out Los. Los lives here in Colombia. He can take you to all the spots. There's something for everyone. And, you know, bring your families as well. If you have families, kids, there's activities for the kids as well. So this is just a great country, man. And I've been coming to this country for many years now, and I will continue to do so. My goal at some point is to buy some property as well. So yeah, I definitely see myself being a mainstay in Colombia in the future.
Nice.
Most can help you get to whatever you want to find.
Most definitely can. Well, brother, you know what I'm saying? We finna get on this food and drink a little bit, so you know what I mean? Family, we'll check y'all out on the next clip.
No doubt.
Daily liquidity management, complex checks, and fraud detection prevention. It is critical to allow enough time for the testing so that the syntax formatting information is accurate and the data's migration into all linked payments are clearing systems. Testing should ideally be completed before the second quarter of 2022 at the latest. Banks must inform their corporate customers about the additional data that may be accessible, as well as how it be utilized. In addition to those clients, they should be completely informed and involved in the end-to-end testing. High value payments, or HVPs, on ISO 222. Now, to establish a roadmap to standardization for high value payments and real-time gross settlements, or RTGS, the SWIFT global central banks and market infrastructures have established the HVPS, or High Value Payment System Practice Task Group. Now, by unifying these message standards across HPVs, participants in the payment system will be able to benefit from efficiencies and lay groundwork for new services. Michael Knorr, Wells Fargo's Banks Head of Payments and Liquidity Management for Financial Institution, stated in a quote, "To stay on top of these high-value payment systems, they'll need to have a solution to keep track of them. HPV systems are crucial to the international finance, so monitoring these significant value transfers with the appropriate monitoring and performance management solution is critical. RTGS is changing the global financial landscape. Keeping up with these new technologies, legal changes, and the introduction of a new international payment standard is difficult. With the ISO migration just around the corner, organizations can turn to data into knowledge and ensure that worldwide payment systems can run safely and effectively." So let's take a look at some ISO 222 compliant cryptocurrency projects that you may want to take a look at and start filling up your quote unquote bag or portfolio of cryptos, because it is in my honest opinion that I believe that the cryptos that I'm going to talk about here in just a moment are going to be the standard for laying the foundation for this new ISO compliant 222 compliant payment messaging system. So let's take a look at it. The following cryptocurrencies are ISO 222 compliant at the time of this video: Stellar, or XLM, Hedera, or HBAR, IOTA, or MIOTA, the XDC network, XDC, Ripple, or XRP, Algorand, or Algo, and Quant, QUNT. After each one of those projects, I gave you the ticker symbol that you can go look up on CoinGecko.com or CoinMarketCap. You can find any one of these cryptos listed to get more in-depth information in regards to each one of these cryptos. What you want to pay attention to of the three, you really want to try to look at all of them and try to get all of them added to your crypto portfolio. Personally, I have Stellar, HBAR, XDC, Ripple, and Algorand. So the only two on the list that I don't have is Quant and IOTA, but I think in the very near future, I'll be also adding those to my portfolio as well. So each of these cryptos was developed to make a global transaction more accessible. And because of this, they can comply with the ISO 222 standard more quickly. However, as more cryptos do not want to be left out of the world payment sector and move towards this new payment messaging system compliance list, the list will only expand. And just because they follow the ISO 222 standard doesn't necessarily mean that they're suitable investments. Ripple is an excellent example of the crypto with numerous disadvantages compared to benefits because it's facing a lawsuit currently with the SEC. Hey, but on the brighter side, there's a 70-80% chance or more that they're going to come out on the positive end, but that's just an example of a disadvantage. Hedera is the most fascinating coin with a lot of potential that you can learn from. And it certainly belongs on your watch list. So you want to pay attention to it. I'm just going to tell you that Hedera has a contract with Boeing. Boeing is the company, and they deal with anti-war, weapons. Understand? So they make planes, bombs, etc. Hedera is a blockchain project that has a partnership with Boeing. Okay, I can't stress that enough. So you want to pay attention to it. But anyway, these cryptos that I just spoke about, DYOR, do your own research before adding to your portfolio, so that way you'll know exactly what you are investing into.
All right, fam. Well, you seen the tour. You saw the room. You know what I'm saying? You see my frat brother right there. That's what he been doing handling that business. You know what I'm saying, and stuff. You seen him all on the phone and stuff like that. But anyway, that's where we at, the Palmetto Beach condominium. It's Airbnb. The room that the place that you just saw is 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. I didn't show you the second room because it wasn't as laid out as the other one. Both of the beds in there are the same. You know what I mean? But the room that you saw was more of the, master bedroom, should I say. It had the bathroom in it and everything like that. But both of the bathrooms look the same. And both of the rooms about the same size. The master bedroom a little bit bigger. You know what I mean? But it had the same type of stuff in there. So it's basically the place is made for a party. You know what I mean? And I'll leave the information down in the description area for you just in case you feel like you're in it. But anyway, man, we about to get the rest of this night started. I was able to get off from work, so I don't have to do nothing. That's why I came out here late. We've been ripping and running. We still got some ripping and running to do. And we're going to end the program right here, man. So again, like always, hopefully you learned something on here. You know what I mean? If you got any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment area. You know what I mean? And then we'll get with you on the next episode. So until then, we'll see you then. All right? Ciao.